Drums, please!
Summer school is back at Earl Mortimer College and Sixth Form Centre. Open to students of Years 5 and Year 6 from across North Herefordshire. The theme for Summer 2011, nutrition and healthy lifestyles. Okay, taking some time out from the summer school today. It's Wednesday morning and I'm joined in the studio by...
Hi, I'm Megan.
Hi, I'm Ryan. Hi, I'm Charlie.
Hi, I'm Amber.
Are you all having a good time?
Yeah!
So Amber, tell us, what have you been doing in summer school this week?
We've been playing sports and we've been learning about how to keep healthy.
So what are some of the key messages you think anyone listening to this might need to hear about how to keep healthy?
Keep active and play lots of sports. And make sure you're on a healthy diet, balanced diet.
Thank you very much. Megan, can I ask you a bit more about this? I know we've had some advice here from somebody from the University of Worcester who's working with us. And what is some of that advice in terms of what are the right things to eat?
Well, to have variety of foods like vegetables, fish, and you also need a bit of sugar, but not very often. You need a balanced diet and a variety of food.
I'm impressed with that answer, thank you. Ryan, step on forward and come up to the microphone for a second, Ryan. What's been the best bit that you've done this morning?
IT, probably.
Okay, so we've got all these computer rooms that everyone's been using. And what have you been doing on the computers?
We have been writing up our own diaries.
So Charlie, this is your second day of the summer school, and straight away I noticed your sporting talents on Monday when you were playing the non-stop cricket. What have been the best things that you've done so far this week?
Probably I like the sports and it's just a variety of things to do here.
So variety is important, I guess, and I've noticed that as well. There's something different going on from one hour to the next, isn't there? What are some of the other things you've been doing?
Well, we've been doing some work on the computers and writing diaries about our time in summer school. And we've been playing on the Wii Dance and the Wii Sports.
You were learning a few moves using the Nintendo Wii, and what were you doing in the dance studio?
We were doing different kinds of dances and getting into groups. And
Thank you very much. Amber, I'd like to ask you the next question. Tell us about some of the new moves that you've learned in the dance studio.
We've learned some the 6-step and a coffee grinder. And then they put us in groups to try and, show everybody what we can do.
Ryan, can I ask you the next question? When you were in the dance studio this morning, how did you find learning these new moves?
they were very hard.
Did you get the hang of it by the end?
Yeah.
Hey, that's the main thing, isn't it? Because one thing that struck me at the start of this week, because obviously you guys are starting here in Year 7 in September, is just how much you already know. So we're just getting to know you and what you can already do, and then hatching a plan to teach you something new by the end of this week too. So I'm glad to hear the dance is going well. Megan, another question for you before we finish this little talk now and bring somebody else into the studio. We've been outdoors enjoying the sunshine every afternoon, doing various sport. What would you say are your sporting gifts and talents?
I like sprinting and doing stuff on tracks like long jump and mainly 100 metres and stuff, but I quite like rounders and some cricket.
Yeah, we did the rounders, the cricket. It was hockey yesterday. What did you make of hockey?
Yeah, it was really good. I like the King of the Ring game.
Okay, thanks for talking to us, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Harris, yesterday afternoon we went down to the conservation area in the college site. What did you make of that?
It was quite interesting. I like that carving of the owl, it was very intriguing. We found some water snails, I think they're called, aren't they? Pond snails. Yeah, we found some frogs. We found some logs which, when the time comes, would be inhabited by some little bugs and things.
Lewis, if you don't mind me saying, no matter what the sport we've done this week, you seem to be pretty good at it. What would you say is your best sport?
I would say cricket, I would.
And this afternoon we're going to do some diamond cricket. We tried that yesterday.
Yeah.
How did you find that? Because we're trying loads of new types of sport this week.
It was the best bit by smacking it and going around the diamond and that.
When we were down at the conservation area yesterday afternoon, how did you find it? Can you describe what the conservation area looks like to everybody?
There was lots of fruit trees planted, and there was it a lake or a pond? I think it was a pond.
John, when we were down at the conservation area yesterday, we realised that because of the drought conditions we've had this summer, there's hardly any water left. And you came up with some really cool and innovative ideas to try and fix it. Can you remind me, what were they?
Get some of the year 10s and 11s to build this thing that catches rainwater by the pond, and when the pond starts to dry out, you go round, pull this thing down, and the water goes into the pond and fills it up again.
Fantastic idea. Now, you were talking about what materials you could possibly use, and at one point, I think it was doing your head in, wasn't it? Because you couldn't work out which one would be the best one to use. Can you remind me, what were the options you were considering?
Wood, and putting a black plastic bag over the top of it, and having like this funnel that goes out into the water, or getting like a metal poles and just having a metal base, like a few metal poles, and tarpauling over it.
Do you know what? I think we've got a budding scientist we've discovered this week. Thank you very much, John. Jack, step up to the microphone. There was a really interesting moment walking across the field, because we've got vast amounts of space here, as you know now, heading towards the conservation area, and you told me this story about you and bees. What's all that about?
Everybody's been saying to me that I can't stroke bees because they think they might sting you. If everybody knows this, then the bees won't sting you as long as you don't threaten them. If you threaten them, like if you threaten to stamp on them or catch them, they will sting you. But if you just kind of like stroke it, they mind their own business and they carry on with their work.
That's the thing, isn't it? Because normally, a lot of people, if you see a bee, everyone goes, "Oh no, there's a bee! Quick, run! Oh, there's a bee!" But you're saying if you don't do that, it might be completely okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks for that advice, Jack. Cheers. Don't try that at home, everybody. Phil, in one sentence, can you sum up your experience of summer school?
Brilliant.
You didn't even need a whole sentence, just one word did it. I was trying to work out, Matthew, whether it's you or your brother Jack who are the most talented catchers when we're playing cricket.
It's my brother, mostly.
I think it's pretty close, you know. I think it's pretty close. Tell me if I'm wrong here, you're a bit of an all-round sportsman.
Yes.
What are some of your favourite sports?
Some of my favourite sports are running and jumping and cricket.
Right, Lydia, you've been working on typing up a big diary of what you've been doing this week. What are some of the highlights from your diary, please? What are the best stories?
Writing about the dance, because I enjoyed the dance. There's more things I can put into it.
I heard that you were quite a natural in the dance studio. True or false?
I find it quite easy, but I never knew I could dance before.
All right, so you tried something new and you're doing well at it. What did you do in yesterday's dance session?
We did corner work and we went into groups and did different dances.
Imogen, step up forward. Welcome to the radio station. What are some of the main points that you've picked up then in the special lessons we've done on healthy lifestyles?
We've done loads of stuff. We've done stuff about eating healthily and keeping active. You should be doing loads of exercise because like it's really good for you, but like you've got to be really careful on what you eat as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Matthew, would you step back into the microphone again, please? Tell us about this idea of 5 a day. What's that all about?
You can eat sometimes carrots and broccoli and stuff, and sometimes you can eat a teeny bit of chocolate.
So you have to get a balance, is that a fair
balanced
description?
diet, yeah.
Lydia, can you tell me, in the lessons this week you've been talking about things called nutrients and looking at ingredients in food and the food groups. Could you tell me anything about the food groups?
You have to have a bit of every food group. Going back to balance, you have to have every food group, and every part of the food group is better for you in a different way.
I see. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Can you remember the names of any of the food groups?
Meat, fish and alternatives, bread, cereal, potatoes, sugary foods, milk and dairy.
I'm impressed. That was pretty good recall there. Well, thank you very much for talking to us, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
So there you have it. Summer school is back at Earl Mortimer College.
EMC Radio.